Will Murphy coming at you with Everlasting Capital. Today we're going to go over 5 challenges that business owners face on a daily basis, on a weekly basis, on a monthly basis, even on a yearly basis that they need to overcome to keep the business profitable, alive, keep people happy, keep clients happy, keep employees happy, keep even their wife, spouse, significant others happy. Challenges are a big part of business, and I'm going to go over that today. So let's get right into it. 5 business challenges. Number 1, hiring new employees. Hiring new employees is huge, right? You want to keep the turnover rate down. You want to find the right employees. You want to find the right outlets. How are you hiring? You hire on Craigslist, Indeed. Are you on Monster? What are you on? Where are you finding your employees? Are you using a temp agency to bring employees to you? How are you hiring employees? Hiring employees, new employees, is a difficult job. It's difficult to keep everyone happy. There's a lot of different people. There's a lot of different minds just running around. And you need to figure out the best way to hire new employees, keep employees happy, and keep employees, coming back and just wanting to come to work. You want to have people enjoy their job and want to come to work every single day. Hiring employees is tough. That's a big challenge businesses face. Number 2, growing revenues. Obviously, growing revenues is tough. You got to define your markets. You got to define your niche, define your product, define, and figure out who you're selling to. Are you selling to the wrong people? Are you selling to the wrong market? Are you selling to the wrong businesses? You have to figure out the little steps that it takes to define that market and grow your revenues, right? Year over year, you want revenue to grow. That's what we're in business for. We want revenue to grow year after year. So a huge challenge that businesses face on a daily basis, daily grind, is growing revenue. So we got to figure it out. It's a huge challenge. Number 3, client dependence. This is another huge one, right? You don't want 1 or 2 or even 3 clients. You don't want to depend on a client. What if that client goes out of business, right? And it's 40% of your revenue. What happens? You don't want to rely on even 1 client. You want to spread it out. Obviously, if you have 1 client that is a huge client of yours, you want to find another client that's a huge client, another client that's a huge client, another client that's a huge client, another client that's a huge client. You want to find a bunch of huge clients. And if you can, that's the goal. If you can find a bunch of huge clients, huge accounts. So 1 huge account, let's get 100. Let's get all those clients on board and keep that. What's that going to do? That's going to grow revenue even more. Number 4 is staying focused, right? Fatigue. It's a grind out there. It's a grind. I come into work. I go from, I'm in work. Sometimes I can't shut my mind off, but I'm working, minute after minute after minute after minute, trying to stay focused, trying to stay, not tired, right? Stay focused with fatigue. I mean, if you're grinding your wheels, you got to figure out a happy medium to figure out if your mind still needs to work, right? Your body can be moving, but your mind, the mind frame, the mindset could get fatigued. So you got to watch that. Number 4 is huge. Stay focused. Fatigue. There's a challenge that we all face. Keep your mind right. Read, watch some sales training. Just get refocused. You have to refocus every so often. So stay focused. Don't get fatigued. Number 5 is cash flow. Right. You got cash coming in, cash coming out, cash coming in, cash coming out, cash going down, cash going up, cash going down, cash going there. AR, net 30, net 60, net 90, what's coming in, what's going out. You got to figure out that, you got to run, I look at, our cash flow on a daily basis. I'm hopping in the bank, seeing what's going in, what's outstanding, what's going out, what needs to happen to make this happen. So I like to be on top of my cash flow on a daily basis. Payroll's coming up on Friday. This is going out for payroll, right? Marketing, I got to pay this here. I got to pay this here. I got to pay that here. What is going on with your cash flow? Cash flow is huge. If you don't have, a solid cash flow, solid bottom line, solid, revenue coming in, if it, you start losing money. So you want to keep a healthy cash flow. It's a struggle. It's a challenge. But the answer to that is to grow your revenue. Let's get it done. Thank you, everlastingcapital.com. Will Murphy. I'll talk to you soon.